What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of PSR. Today we are going over my Lynx Brutality 2024 setup, the guns I was running. First, let's talk a little bit about what this gun is, what it is. So this is a Izmash Saiga AK Mark 01. It is a 5.56 AK. It's a shorter barrel variant, so it's a, I think, 12 point something inch barrel. And this is the real authentic Russian AK. It's hard to get in the US. These are really expensive. Of course, the sanctions that happened in 2013 basically made these impossible to get and impossible to import. So this is kind of a rarity. So it's really fun to run. Now, what do we have on here? So we got the Sure Shot Mk3 chassis. I've done a video on this chassis before. In my opinion, it's one of the best, if not the best, AK solutions for making your AK modernized. We've got the dust cover rail on the back for magnifiers, and on the front this is a very solid essentially one piece gas tube here, and then another piece comes down here, which is the handguard. Really great, and it did well for me during the competition. We got a Holosun AEMS sight here. This is the basic one without the solar panel on the top. And as far as suppressor, right here we got the Silent Steel. So this is a Finnish suppressor company that basically sponsored the competition and allowed us to all basically run suppressors. Really cool because it's so short and tiny, but it actually is very effective because I had my ear pro got knocked off one of the stages, just off of one of my ears, and I took a couple shots without ear pro on one ear, and I really didn't have too bad of a time just for those couple shots until I got it back on. But really, really nice AK. I wish that we could get these in the US, but of course, you know, Russia, bad. Yeah, so that's what some of the equipment we had on here. We got the Sure Shot. Also, we got this here. It's an M4 style, so it's skeletonized, but it does fit M4 stocks like this B5 stock we have here. This is basically my go-to stock on all my guns. And we got a mag pull grip here, so it's very modernized. So we got the NATO round in the Russian AK. As far as pistol sidearm goes, here we have the Arex Delta X. Check clear. This is my favorite striker-fired handgun, and I'm super honored and happy that Žiga let me borrow his Delta X. I actually haven't shot the Delta X until now. I have a Delta L, which is basically Glock 17 size. This is a 19X size. So we got the 17 grip and the 19 length slide. We got the Holosun, I think this is a 509 on the top. This did great. I really, really liked this optic. Really easy to find the dot. No issues with it. It has a couple upgrades, one being this mag release here, so super easy to let it out. It's a little bit of an extension. That is one of the issues with the stock guns, is that it's harder to press it. I didn't have any issues ejecting the mag. This pistol did really great. And then the trigger, it's got the aluminum trigger mod in there as well. So here's the trigger, here's a little bit of travel, take up, and then the clear wall right here, and then break. And as far as the release, reset right there, super tactile, easy to find the break. And I think one of the best stage that I had was the last stage with the rope up and down. I'll explain about that later, but this gun definitely helped me in that stage because I did pretty well, I think, with the hits on target steel with this gun. So Battle Gnome Solutions for the holster. Retention holster is pretty important on a competition like Brutality, because if your gun happens to, if you're not running the retention and this comes out, that's a DQ, so not good to get a DQ. So having this button here just helps, because ultimately with any Brutality, the penalties are what make or break your score and your place in the competition. So when it comes to penalties, unfortunately, I had a bunch of penalties, and we just realized when we confirmed the zero here, the zero is way off. I have excuses now.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Penalties.
You suck. You were aiming for this?
Yeah.
Oh.
We went to zero the rifle, and I think I had 3 or 4 shots to make sure that it was on target. And when we did it on target, we were about 75 yards on a huge steel target. And I verified, okay, we're hitting steel, but I was quite off when I put it on paper. And some of the stages, you had to get it on really small IPSC, basically this size of a piece of paper from, 20, 25 yards. And we just tried it about 30 yards away, and it was definitely about this far off of what the zero should be. So not a fault of the gun, not Žiga's fault. Really, it's just, I wish I had a little bit more time to really get a precise zero on paper before the competition starts, but that's kind of the reality of borrowing someone else's gun. I'm very grateful to everyone at Polenar Tactical, Lynx Training Center, Žiga, everyone. We're really, really welcoming, and thanks to Žiga for letting me borrow his stuff. Next year, I'm going to bring my own stuff, though. And then I'll be able to hopefully screw on a suppressor from Silent Steel, too. So that's about it. Peace.